What is up, guys? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in that I'm really excited to jump into with you guys. Let's get it. All right, we got one in from Kimber, guys. I'm really excited. My very first Kimber ever, although I have handled friends 1911s, and I must say, I've been impressed with some of the models that I've checked out from them. So I know that they've had a little bit of a bumpy ride here in their more recent history, and it seems like they're doing a really good job with turning that around. Let's jump in and see what we got today. All right, got a nice shooting bag here, and we're not going to dilly-dally too much. We're going to go into the main compartment and pull out what we have here. So you can see brand new, still has the tag on it, and just for no ammo, just for YouTube's sake and purposes. So we are going to grab the bodacious and carefully cut the tag off. We will put that back with the box here in a bit, since I'm buying that brand new, and we will take a quick look in the bag to see what comes with it. So in the bag, you have your two gun cases that you can, or two gun pouches that you can carry to the range with. And then in here, in addition to this magazine here, I did have to zoom out for this, guys, so that you guys can see everything in here. You did come with two extra mags in the case itself. So it's a nice little gun case. And then this particular version came with the lock, a sticker, which I am going to put my gun case, some NRA stuff, and then it comes with a green one on there already, but it looks like it includes yellow and red. If you want to swap that out, which shouldn't be hard to do. I'm not sure what that black one is doing for you there. That might be the tool that you use to push it out. And warranty information. And then it comes with an RMR optics mount for it as well, but it doesn't include a sight. All right, let's get this out the way. Put that in the bag in a minute. So I elected to go with the black and polished look on this particular one. Very beautiful gun. I was really tempted by the, I think it's PVD Coyote is what they're calling it. It's a goldish color. This has got adhesive on it, so we will clean that off. I like the K in the actual trigger there. That's really quite nice. And I think this feels like it's 3D printed grip on here. Very nice grip. Like the beaver tail on this. Very tactile safety on it. And I did sacrifice the 1911 and the, y'all are probably going to boo me when you hear this, but I did sacrifice the CZ Shadow 2 Compact to pick this particular one up. So my thought process behind that is I think down the road I want to try a different brand 1911. Not that I had anything against the Smith & Wesson. I really love that gun. Man, this is such a smooth slide. Now, a couple things. I'm all over the place. I apologize. I do like the slide serrations on here. There is no ventilation port on this particular one, and based off the way that it's made, it looks like it probably could have come from the factory with one, probably right in this area here. Barrel on there, nice polished feed ramp. What we're going to be doing next is we're going to go out and we will get some first impressions shooting with it and talk about the magazine feed ramp on here, my initial impressions and everything like that. But I wanted to start the video, like I said, with a just out of the box impressions. Now I did handle quite a few at Green Top, my local firearms dealer. It's a very large dealer though, even though it is local here in Virginia, and really liked that a lot. I don't know if this will let me zoom in now some. But okay. All right, so we can get in a little bit closer now that I've gotten the box out of the way. Now, I just so happened, and I'm going to grab it really quick if I can remember where I put it. So my Live Free Armory, having some real issues out the box. Like first day shooting it, just kept jamming. So I have sent that to Live Free Armory for the Apollo 11 Compact for them to look at. So my thought process is here: one full size, one compact, for a comparison, and we will see how the build goes on the Apollo 11 depending on how it comes back. But the other thing I want to do when it comes back, I want to do some comparisons of the internals from what I can easily disassemble for like your normal maintenance and just kind of showcase them. So I did pick up a Metgear 9mm 1911, and then I did also pick up some Springfield. What is this one? Duramax. Okay, couldn't see it. So looks like they're both the 938. They look very similar in the build. They're both 17 round. So we will just really quick. I want to see how they fit. Yeah, fits nicely in there. Ejects fine. So we will run that through the gun and just see how they compare. Does it lock back the slide? It does. Okay. All right. No, I don't even know that I checked this. Empty. Yep, locks back the slide. All right, so those are all very similar. Now, the other one that I have here, this one is from Metgar, made in Italy. This one says 18 round. Yep. So that lock back the slide. Yep, locks back the slide. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more of these to test out in here, but these are all 1911. All right, first shots ever with the 2K11 Kimber Eclipse. Just an absolute beautiful firearm, safety on, chambered, one in the mag. I'm really excited. We're gonna do a grouping of 3. Just making sure I put the tool in here so that I can zero in. Also, I'm testing the new in-ear plugs. It says 32 decibels. We'll see. I have 2 other ones that I can test. Actually, the yellow ones that I have, I've used those before. So, let's see. Oh yeah, that's dead center, exactly where I was aiming. So that bore laser that I used to zero in on the first shot looks good. Let's do 2 more shots, see if I can duplicate where I'm hitting. Close. I need to do a few more just to see. I think my stance could be better. All right, let's have a walk and look. I think we are pretty centered. It's a nice little grouping for my very first shots ever. We're gonna just 150 rounds is what I have allotted for today. I wanna get the first 150 through here. This is when I was trying to shoot really quick, when I was slowing it down a little bit to center myself, very consistent. So we're gonna move over here for the next mag. I got this little mound out here. I need to come out here and level. All right, that's the Metgar. And a nice grouping on the left. I'm gonna try to use the DJI to get that grouping for you on camera so that I can move on to the next magazine. I'm anticipating too much on some of these shots. And it definitely is working with the Prodigy dedicated mags. They're nice little mags. Feels like maybe they're Cerakoted, I'm not sure. God, this thing just fires so nice. Yeah, so it's locking with that last one. So make note of that with the Prodigy magazine will not feed that last round. We'll see how the Prodigy magazines do with the Apollo. I've seen reviewers saying, actually before we get to this one, I've seen reviewers saying that they tend to not lock back. Words are hard when you're trying to multitask. All right, we're gonna switch targets. We're going top right target first. That was dead center. All right, that's the end of it. That's it. 150 rounds.